In today's episode of Francis Dhun Uncensored, we're going to be talking about, can this Bitcoin DEX, yes, you heard that correctly, can this Bitcoin decentralized exchange be the next cake when it comes to gains? Well, you already know we got tomorrow's newspapers today. Well, let's move on to the next topic here, which is very interesting, is an APY. If you stake this cryptocurrency Stacks, they're paying you an APY of over 100% paid in Bitcoin in a decentralized way. How can that be possible? And last but certainly not least, how the heck are we going to bank coin from all of this? Well, we got those answers for you covered in today's episode of Francis Dhun Uncensored, baby. Francis Dhun Uncensored. That's right, you heard it correctly, man. We're talking about an APY that actually pays you in Bitcoin. But more importantly, it's actually over 100%. Well, I guess Bitcoin might be the more important side of that, give or take, depending on what perspective you're looking at. I mean, to have an API that pays you 100% is good in itself. But to let that know that it's being paid in Bitcoin, well, man, that's even better. We're also going to be talking about first, rather, is atALEX, which is the decentralized exchange that's built on top of Bitcoin. This has a market cap of 400 and I think like 60 or something like that. So it has massive ways to grow. And we want to show you guys exactly how to use the DEX, a little bit of background behind it, and how you can take advantage of it, man. Listen, man, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification button if you want tomorrow's newspapers today. I'm very excited for today's episode. We've been on a roll. We've been getting a lot of positive feedback with the .sats domains, the BRC20 tokens, which is pretty much fungibility on Bitcoin. And today we're going to show you guys some other things. So do share the link in the live chats, and let's get right to it. And I'll come into the live in the live chat here and say what's up to people. All right. So let's carry on, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so in order, right, a lot of people were asking me too. They're like, hey, Francis, how do you actually get atALEX? So they weren't aware that it was something where you need stacks. And it's almost like, if you go to Uniswap, you're going to need Ethereum, right? So the same is true over here. So let us dive right into it, right? So this is Stacks. Obviously, you guys should be familiar with it by now if you've been following the channel. And, if you look at the various markets, they're going to tell you where Stacks, where you can pretty much buy it. Now, they got Upbit. I don't think everybody here has access to Upbit. We're not in Korea. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you are. But I would say Binance looks like the best option here, okay? They got some okay trading volume as well of 77 million. Actually pretty damn good, to be honest. And that's the first step you want to do. The first step is you're going to need stacks, all right? The second step now is you're going to need a wallet like the Hiro wallet to send your stacks to. Okay, guys? So once you get your stacks on Binance, where are you going to send it? Well, you're going to come to wallet.hiro.so. Okay, I would leave this in the description box and in the comment section for those who don't know the official website. I don't want you to get scammed. And then you come down to install Hiro wallet, blah, 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 basic steps. Right, choose the web extension over here. Take your private keys, write that down on a pen and paper offline so your ass don't get hacked. And, keep that on standby, okay? Because you're going to need to send your stacks over there. Once you already sent your stacks out of Binance to your Hiro wallet like mine's over here, as you can see, this is the Hiro logo. I already have mine's. You're good. But before we get to actually the atALEX DEX, before we get there, I want to give you guys a little bit more context and background about atALEX, okay? So as I alluded to in the intro, this is a crypto around 460-ish, give or take. So the market cap should be around, where is it, right here, 52 million, guys. Has some nice room to grow. As you guys know, man, like to know that there's a DEX built on top of Bitcoin is really, really, really cool, okay? So let's look at the token economics. And what I'm going to share with you guys right here should really, it's key information, okay? Because when you're getting into anything that's already on the market, you want to know the metrics behind that. And sometimes we're not aware of the metrics, okay? So if you didn't know, CoinGecko actually has given us a new feature called token economics. So we're going to be looking at the token economics here. So team advisors, 30%. I would like to see a little bit less, but it is what it is. Normally 20% max is what I like to see, but not a deal breaker. Community for staking rewards, 50%. I'm going to get to their staking, not to be mistaken with the actual staking of, stacks, right? Or stacking, rather. I don't want to say staking. The stacks community is going to shoot me down because it's not, technically speaking, it's not staking, right? But, they call it stacking. But just to not confuse you, I'm going to call it staking. Okay, so any Stacks community members out there, please don't shoot me down. All right, just for people, people more familiar with that term. Okay, so as we're going down here now, let's go to what is the supply, supply schedule, blah, blah, blah. You know, you guys can come here, but I wanted to show you something right here. Look at this. So 5,800,000 was raised, okay, in the seed round on 15th of November 2021, funded by White Star Capital. Okay, with an average price of about 13 cents, ladies and gentlemen, okay? 13 cents, okay? What is ALEX right now? It's about 11 cents. So essentially, you're getting it cheaper than the pre-sale peeps. So what I'm trying to say here is, normally when this thing already did it flips. It does more flips than an acrobat in a freaking in the Olympics. Okay, when it does that, well, pre-salers are just like, all right, time to sell. But guess what? You're actually getting in at a better price than them. I mean, some of them might sell at a loss, some of them might sell cut even, but for you to know that you're getting a better price or at where the pre-sale guys got into, it's a beautiful thing, right? So I really wanted to hone in and, underscore that for you. So right here, you can see it. I'll read that again. So there is 5,800,000 was raised in the seed round on 15th of November. And there you go. But mind you, that's the seed round. There may have been other rounds after that, right? Maybe not, because I know they didn't raise too much money, and it might have been only one round. But let's just say there was like a private A round. We're looking at a better price, even better price than those guys that got into like possibly private A or B, because the price will go up. Maybe it went up to like, I don't know, 17 cents and 20 something cents. So it's safe to know in the knowledge that you're getting it at a better price than them, right? So cool. You guys understand the importance of that? All right, moving on. So once again, the little bit of background on them. I did kind of touch up on this in my last live stream, but I kind of want to go over it once again. So, ALEX does have a nice little Twitter following over here, 30,000 followers. We have the lady here, I think it's a co-founder or the founder right here. Yeah, she's the co-founder. She's, always doing videos. She's at conferences. She's promoting. She's pretty active, and she's also respected as well. This right here is her personal Twitter page. If you guys want to come check her out, do so. So the CEO and co-founder of ALEX Gold, previously MD at Morgan Stanley and Credit Suisse. What? Credit Suisse, didn't they? Was that the one that went bankrupt the other day? The latest one? Credit Suisse? Somebody tell me. I can't remember. Professor, author of Rule-Based Investing as well. Just come on over here and check it out, right? You can listen to what she's saying over here. The people in the community seem to really appreciate her and respect her. And, for me to see somebody that's active as well, doing campaigns, that's also, a bright side as well, okay, to know that how the person that's spearheading this is passionate about their project, okay? And I'm going to tell you why I'm a bit passionate about it as well. Speaking about being passionate, so we have Manib.btc. This is the co-founder of Stacks itself, ladies and gentlemen. So he's been pretty much, this is what he retweeted. This is what he tweeted rather. So ALEX has raised a new 2.5 million round to accelerate their Bitcoin DeFi. You heard that correctly. Bitcoin DeFi, get used to it. Not Ethereum DeFi, not Solana DeFi, but mother effing Bitcoin DeFi. Crazy times we're living right now. With SBTC, decentralized Bitcoin-backed assets on Stacks layer, unlocking BTC liquidity will become critical. Okay, guys? Now, why are we talking about this, guys? Well, anybody who gets into pre-sales, and I know our boy Rob is talking about pre-sales right now in Tier 1 chat, we're open to that, but I don't, Rob, I mean, like, I'm not willing to go on a limb right now to risk funds. I don't think it's that time of the season as yet. Sure, you might see a few projects here and there doing what they're doing, but the majority of them are not going to be doing Xverse, right? And I think there's more risk than reward right now, but that might change overnight. Who knows? We'll see. And we're always looking for, a good pre-sale. Could back some coin. But the reason why I talk about here on the Stacks ecosystem is why? Well, Stacks ecosystem is fairly new in terms of its, it's been here since about 2019, but it's fairly new in terms of materializing its products. And we're seeing projects come over here. And to know that how Bitcoin DeFi is a brand new ecosystem or a brand new, let's call it protocol, so to speak. Well, we saw what Ethereum fucking DeFi did, right? That's well documented in the last bull run. And the way these markets are shaping up right now, who knows? We might see a nice, healthy Bitcoin DeFi run up here with projects, launching directly on Bitcoin or maybe on a layer 2 of Bitcoin, like a Stacks or even a Lightning Network. But we're focused on Stacks. We think Stacks are just a little bit far ahead. If you look at Lightning Networks like UI, it's not bad. It's not that bad. Don't get me wrong. I like Lightning Network too, but it's nowhere near as user friendly and very aesthetics looking in terms of quality in comparison to Stacks. Okay, guys. So, you know, again, I'll give the example. If you guys look at Ethereum DeFi, what we experienced last bull run, y'all know what's up, right? Uniswap and all those projects that went there, banked some serious coin, and I'm led to believe that Bitcoin DeFi, if Ethereum DeFi could do it, Bitcoin DeFi, the first one, the Dawn Data, the top of the top, the cream of the crop, right? They're going to get some love too. And, you know, when you get these tokens, where are they going to go? Well, they need to be traded somewhere. They need a DEX, right? So this is why we're talking about this DEX here, right? It has the potential to be the leader in that field. There's also some other DEX out there too, right? You know, that's trying to do their thing on Bitcoin. But I think ATALEX right now is ahead of the line. Okay, they're winning that race. Okay, guys? I want to make that very important and known. I want to highlight that so you know the importance of it. Okay, so let's read this again. ATALEX has raised a new 2.5 million round to accelerate their Bitcoin DeFi work. Okay, so they're getting more funding now. They've already developed what they're supposed to develop in the white paper, and they raised, I think you guys just saw it, was at 5.8 mil. And, you know, investors saw how far they came and what they did, and they said they were going to do, and they delivered. And now they were pretty much awarded another 2.5 million to make more protocols. Now, 2.5 million is not a lot of money, so you can't say it's a money grab, but $2.5 million could most certainly help with development and funding. Absolutely. Okay, so with SBTC, decentralized Bitcoin-backed assets on stacked layer, unlocking BTC liquidity will become critical. And we're going to be covering a lot more about what that is exactly, SBTC. Okay, guys, very important stuff. Okay, so there you go. You have it from Manib himself speaking about this. Now, let's dive a little bit more into what is ATALEX, okay, in their document form over here. So that's docs.alexlab.co. Once again, guys, it's not just about, I don't care. I just want to know, like, just what coin to invest in. No. You need to know why if you were interested in investing into a particular coin. So reading up on it is important. And I know some people don't like to read. So what am I doing? Well, I'll read it for you. And some people, if you don't like to read, and you don't like someone to read it for you, and you just want to, like, okay, just this coin pointed out for you, that's a problem, bro. You ain't going to learn shit. Okay, guys? So at least let me read it out for you, okay? So what is ATALEX? ATALEX, Automated Liquidity Exchange, is the first complete DeFi platform built for Bitcoin through Stacks smart contracts. Bring your Bitcoin to life, launch new projects, earn interest, swap tokens, rewrite finance, reinvent culture. So essentially, it's not just a DEX. They have other products as well, and we're going to get to all of that too. So I am calling them a DEX because I think that's their main product, and that's what really interested me. Yeah, they do have some side products as well. Okay, so there's close to $1 trillion of capital asleep in Bitcoin wallets. This is an ocean of money that ATALEX seeks to awaken. ATALEX unlocks the potential of Bitcoin by taking the ultimate store of value and building on top of it. The first truly permissionless, trustless, and decentralized financial service for the people. Okay, they're saying that because they are literally directly on top of Bitcoin. That's the closest you can really get to that sort of decentralization, right? To be on top of Bitcoin, right? To be correlated with it. Okay, so ATALEX offers a suite of DeFi opportunities that includes discover and participate in IDO rounds. So there's initial, you know, like IDOs, like launchpads, so to speak, right? Of emergent Stacks projects through launchpads, right? AMM, DEX, and deep liquidity. Earn exciting returns through providing liquidity, ATALEX, staking, and yield farming, okay? So, initial DEX offerings, right? That's what we're talking about over there. So, again, I believe that Stacks is going to get its time, and they're going to get some love. And these projects coming to this hype of Stacks need some sort of publicity, right? They're going to need some sort of funding, some community. You guys know how it went. Come on, man. Those who've been following my channel, you guys know how that bull run went. So what do? They go to IDO platforms, right? And those IDO platforms give them the publicity, the funding, and the community members. Well, ATALEX also offers such things, okay? It's not just a DEX. And we all know, come on. I think the coins that actually did the best in the bull run were maybe the launchpads, okay? Those ones popped off more than most of other altcoins out there. So here you go. All right. So coming soon, fixed rate and fixed term lending and borrowing without liquidation, margin trading. What I find is really cool, guys, honestly, is this. Advanced order book DEX, allowing limit orders as well as enabling NFT auctions. Okay. So, I mean, the NFT auctions is cool and all, but the actual order book is really fascinating. All right. And I know 1inch has something like that too. but I don't know if it's really user-friendly, and these guys are actually building that too, so that's pretty cool to know, okay? And we can come down the list. We're not going to go down all of this, like, you know, the liquidity pool, stake, farm, lend, borrow, launchpad, analytics, token economics. So you guys pretty much went over that already here with CoinGecko, but highly recommend anybody who is serious about investing, you should read up on what you're investing into, right? Let me say what's up to everybody in the live chat. All right, we got some people here. Thank you for joining. APV says, let's get it. You know how we do it, APV. BitDutch Crypto, what's up, BitDutch? You Alex hustler, you Stacks ecosystem hustler, you. He's been on this from time. Crypto List says, yo, what's up, Crypto? We have, what's up, Roy, man? How you doing, Roy? Thank you for joining. We have Fabio says, present. Who else we got here? We got Pezza. We got people here, guys. Thank you for joining. All right, let us carry on right here. Okay, so this right here is the actual ATALEX website. Okay, in particular, we are looking at their launchpad. Okay, so let's go like this. So that's app.alexlab.co. Okay, and then you could go launchpad, you could go swap, which is their DEX. You could go pool to see how much liquidity is in that particular pairing. Stake, farming, and this is the order book in the testnet phase, so we'll take a look at that too. So it doesn't appear that they've been doing many launchpads, and obviously it's been freaking bear market, right? And things looks like the tide is kind of like shifting in the right direction here. We'll see. But right now it appears this was when? This was May. Can't be May 17th. No way. And this looks like it was an NFT project, I believe. Yeah, it's an empty project. Why does it say May 17th? That's not the case. Unless they recently opened it back up, because I saw a later date when I was looking at this, which is something like, yeah, that is last year. What am I saying? Yeah, May 17, 2022. Cool. So that was last year, right? So all-time high 3.49x, and that was pretty much in the midst of a bear market, and it still did okay, right? And that's an NFT project, I'm pretty sure of it, right? And one is led to believe that when things get bullish, which we're starting to see that right now, that we're kind of getting bullish. As you can see, Bitcoin's price is at pretty much 28,000 right here on the nose. There. On the nose, 28K, $28,001, right? And that goes to 30K and it goes up. Hopefully we continue to go up. We're going to see more launchpad opportunities coming here. And I'm going to tell you how you're going to, be able to get into that as well. Okay, guys, so ATALEX token, a little bit more on that. Let us go. Well, I guess I can mention that right now. So if you actually want to get into the launchpads whenever that comes about again, what you're going to need to do is actually stake their ATALEX token. And then when you get another, when you stake that token, you get something called atALEX. And atALEX is essentially the token that's going to get you into these ideal platforms. Now, I want to mention why I love that sort of like, theory or not game theory, but that structure is because I hate it. I just absolutely hate it when projects would like freaking tell you to stake this token. I'm going to give you more of that token. And then when everybody stakes that token and get more of that token, you have a what do you call it? It's like diluted. The market gets diluted. And there's so much of those tokens circulating where people, what do? When you get free shit, what do? Well, you either use it or you sell it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying the staking was free, but at the same time, it's like you didn't, you know what I mean? It comes like if it's free, right? It's like if a government was to give you a check, well, you're going to go spend it on some shit. Most people would anyways. So my point is, I don't like it when projects would stake out their native token and give you more of their native token. Like we've seen that with Uniswap in the past. And when Uniswap was doing that big yield farming and staking thing that they had going on, man, the token was like going up nicely and then down, and up, down, more down than up. So I really like that as well. That they're giving you a different token when you stake, okay? And when we talk about stacks or stacking, we're going to get to that very shortly, they give you damn fucking Bitcoin, bro. Not even freaking stacks token. So that's the same concept, and maybe that's why stacks is outperforming other altcoins as well. That's another attribute to it that I love, okay? You're not going to dilute and have this massive circulating or excessive circulating supply than you need. All right, guys? Okay, cool. So you saw the launchpad side of things. Let's hit up the swap side of things now. Okie dokie. So, I mean, the swap is very basic, right? If you're familiar with Uniswap and PancakeSwap, all those things, it works very similar, right? So we could check out the various pools on what they have right now. And we did briefly touch this up in our last episode of Francis Dhun Uncensored. But for those who couldn't make it, we'll kind of briefly cover it right now. Okay, so once again, yeah, so let's just say now, so you went to Binance, you got your stacks, now you set up your Hiro wallet over here, and then, you got the extension, you wrote down your private keys on a pen and paper. Now, yeah, you come on over here now, and you want to come over to this pool right here. So Stacks APR, you want to make sure that there's liquidity, which there is, $8 million worth of liquidity, only 257,000 trading volume. So what this is telling me right here, what this is telling me right here, people aren't really trading this like that, like ATALEX token, right? Don't get me wrong, it does retrace back, 15% sometimes pullbacks, but that's new buying opportunities in my opinion. But this tells me that people are coming in to buy it, and maybe some people may have made some gains and they sell it, but nominal, sales over there on that. But people are just coming here to buy it for the most part with that low trading volume, the ATALEX token, because this is the only place you could buy it. Okay, so 8 million is a great liquidity, and what you would do now is good enough for most people, right? I mean, like, unless you want to buy, like, I don't know, when you want to spend, like, I don't know, 500K on it or something, you might have a slippage of maybe 5%, right, or more. Okay, so stacks, you go like this, and then you're gonna stacks, choose, and then you want to go ATALEX, right? You put how much stacks you got, whether that's, I don't know, fucking 1,000 or whatever, and then Poplets Connect wallet, it's gonna, detect your Hiro wallet just like MetaMask does, and bada bing, bada boom, you're gonna get that. It's a little bit slower, obviously. It's not the fastest blockchain, and they're working on that, but that's pretty much how you're gonna get your ATALEX tokens. Okay, to just finish up what I was started off explaining to you guys at the start of this episode. Okay, guys, so you have that side of things. Okay, so this is a staking side. Now, if you want to get into the IDOs, I'm not telling anybody to stake right now. I have my ATALEX just sitting in my wallet, in my Hiro wallet, and I'm not doing nothing with it right now other than waiting to see what happens. If there are opportunities coming, maybe I might have to stake. Maybe, it goes up and I have it there. If I wanted to sell for profits, I could do that if I wanted to. But I truly believe this has a really good outlook, and this could be the next cake in terms of gains, a lot of people don't like to seek out the value early. They like to wait for it to, like, go up and then say, oh my God, yeah, look at it. And it did, one could argue, it did do, like, about 10x or so, within the last, I think, month or something like that. But it's still fucking low. It's still a 460 crypto. And it's not even really, that known. And it's kind of like hard to get, meaning it's not democratized. You have to come here to this site and get stacks in a way where you go to SEX. It's not like on a Uniswap, oh, I can just buy it. Okay, I got it now. Everybody gets it. No. So I like that. When it's like the barrier, it's not like the barrier to entry to get the token is hard, but it's not easily accessible, right? There's some steps involved. There's some learning curves, some new wallets you got to get, right? A new ecosystem you got to learn if you don't know about stacks and all that kind of shit. But I like that stuff, right? So that could kind of like put you ahead of everybody when the time comes, when this gets a little bit more commercialized. Cool. Okay. So where we at? So this is the staking side of things, okay? And this is not staking or stacking for Bitcoin. This is staking to get something called atALEX right here. And atALEX allows you to get into the Launchpads, what I on this page over here that I showed you guys, okay? And it looks like there's a lottery system behind it too, so you guys can check that out on your own time, okay? So if you're interested in something like that, I wouldn't recommend you do anything. I'm not recommending you do anything really. I'm just showing you what's out there and what I'm doing myself. Okay, guys? Obviously, you got farming as well if you want to add liquidity to the pool, just like Uniswap. But that's not something that I'm interested in right now. I'm not a big yield farming guy. But for those who are, and for those who have mastered the art of yield farming, that digital farm, growing them crops and getting some yield, maybe that's what you're into. There's a science behind everything. I mean, like, I don't care who you are. You can't cover everything in this space, and you can't be the expert in everything in this space. Some people actually know how to mitigate permanent losses. Not me. It's not my forte. I'm not the biggest expert in that field. But I am really good at seeking out things and before everyone agrees that it's valuable and doing good research. That's what I'm good at. So if that's your forte, go for it. Okay, so last but not least on this decentralized exchange built on top of Bitcoin, okay, and how to use it. This is one of their upcoming products, which is DEX Orderbooks, okay? So they're running a testnet right now. So essentially, they want to build order books like this, that where you could trade. So keep your assets safe. You have the full ownership and control of your assets on DEX Orderbook. Zero credit risk, instant confirmation with Bitcoin security, scalability that scales, blah, blah, blah. A bunch of commercial jargon there. Okay, so let's go to launch Orderbook. Okay, so they essentially directs us to a page that tells us on how to, get started. Make sure you got a Hiro wallet, blah, blah, blah. I accept. And, you know, for the most part, it should look something like this. So they are coming. Oh, shit. What the hell did I just do? No. No. There we go. Okay. Hold on, guys. Let me just double check something here. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, we're cool. All right. Where were we? We were. Why did that come up? Here. Okay. So yeah, so they are delivering on what they're saying they're going to deliver, right? So initially they delivered on the swap, they delivered on the pool, the whole UI setup, the staking, the farming, all those things, and now they're rewarded more money, $2.8 million, as you guys saw from Manib, the co-founder of Stacks itself. They're the most promising project. I don't want to call them Stacks' golden child, but Stacks do have a lot of you know, optimism for this project here as being their leading decentralized exchange within the Stacks ecosystem. And, you know, it appears that they're showing us what they're, you know, capable of doing even further by, you know, creating this order book over here. You know, so, you know, a lot of people also complains that how, you know, a lot of traders complain that how they want to see some order books in DEXs. And that's exactly what we're seeing over here. So 1 inch is kind of, it's not the smoothest UI, the best, you know, in terms of aesthetics. So hopefully Alex kind of like set a new standard for that. And it looks like, you know, they're trying to do some. Okay, what else do we got here? Okay, and that was that. Let me see what you guys are saying in the live chat. And, you know, coming up, we're going to actually be showing you guys how to earn Bitcoin at a 100% APY. How to earn Bitcoin at a 100% APY. I said, how to earn Bitcoin at a 100% APY. Bro, where else are you going to like find this shit out? I don't know where. I really don't know where. So let me see what you guys are saying in the live chat. Are you guys ready to know how to find out how to earn Bitcoin at a 100% APY right now, today? Okay, so we have Fabio. Yes, I said that, Pezzo. Okay, hit the like button. Yes, dude, applaud you for embracing bald. Hey, dude, you got to. What am I going to say? It's going to happen to most of us in life. Trust me, bro, I did a really good job in hiding that shit. So people, when they look at me now, they're like, what the hell? Dude, you're getting old. I was like, no, bro, I did a really good job in hiding it in the past with that comb over. Okay, all good. Any questions? Now is your time. I've minted PEPE yesterday night before it went to 100%. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, that's right. So PEPE, for those who don't know what we're talking about here, that's the BRC20 token on Bitcoin's network. It's pretty much fungibility, kind of like ERC20 on Ethereum, but on Bitcoin. And it appears that they are sold out. Now, again, we're not saying anything is going to become of this, but maybe something will. And if it does, you did nominal risk in terms of it costs you like only a transaction fee. So think of it as like claiming a token, and we'll see what becomes of that. But I want to make this clear. What will become of BRC20 is the actual use case of the notion of BRC20 tokens. That something will become of that, and I'm willing to bet that will make a 100x at some point, whatever project that is. Okay, when that full use case comes about, there will be success there, and we could see some nice gains, you know, when that starts to mature. Okay, do you have a Telegram, Discord? Yeah, I do. I got a Telegram. Yeah, I got a Telegram. It's pretty much private right now, but we might open up the gates. You know. We had the Telegram for purposes in the last bull run for pre-sales and such. And we kind of like keep it like that for now, but we'll see. Let us know 100x. Yo, what's up, Fitz? Thanks for joining. You look great, bald. You look great, bald. You guys make me blush. Balder the better. Yeah, balder the better. Okay, any alpha on BRC20 DEX? Yeah, so I'll give you some alpha on BRC20 DEX right now. So, again, if you look at ordinalswallet.com, which I think is the leading marketplace right now in ordinals, we're talking about pretty much Bitcoin, let's just call them NFTs, right? Because one could argue or not argue, it is. BRC20 is an ordinal. It's an ordinal. It went through the ordinal protocol. It was inscribed, right? You inscribe the code. Okay, so there's different types of ordinals, okay? Now, when you know that Ordinals wallet already did this mass developing, mass scale, mass following, right? When I say mass following in a short period of time on Twitter, they're very quick to act and build and complete their builds and their development. Now you put that in the notion and in the back of your head, and then you know that how they already bought BRC20.com before this protocol came about and was known, right? So they already was ahead of the game, and they bought that domain, okay? And to know that they're capable is what I'm trying to say. They're the most capable, I would say, marketplace, or, I don't want to call them company, community in the ordinal space, and to know that they already have BRC20 and they made a tweet about it.com, they're going to make something of it. There's going to be some sort of marketplace or DEX or however they do it. But I believe, I'm willing to bet that ordinalswallet.com, who owns BRC20.com, will actually make that happen much sooner than we all think. So there's my alpha for you, Bit Dutch Crypto. You can get dope wigs. Dude, my barber tried to get me to wear a freaking wig. I told him, no, bro, it's all good. Okay, Howard Stern wig. Okay, you're going to be the BRC20 guru? Maybe, I don't know, man. I'm just showing you guys what's out there. Okay, you're Francis. I'm traveling right now in Sweden, but still here for the alpha, bro. I appreciate you, physical. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that, okay? So let's carry on, guys, to what I am extremely, extremely excited to share with each and every one of you today, okay? So we're talking about earning Bitcoin right here by staking your stacks or stacking your stacks. That's going to give you, listen up, ladies and gentlemen, but do that first. That's going to give you an APY of over 100%. If you don't believe me, I'm going to prove it to you right now. Okay, so let's get started with our next segment. So stacking introduction, stacking rewards, stacks STX token holders with Bitcoin. What? Sorry, stacking reward stacks STX token holders with Bitcoin for providing a valuable service to the network by locking up their tokens for a certain time. It is crucial to note that this has no impact on block production or validation. Stacks is not a proof of stake network, and stacking is different than staking. You hear that? Stacking is different from staking. So I know any sort of stacks OG sees me, they're going to hate me for this, but I need to describe it in a way for the average person to understand. I think by now everyone understands what staking is. So I'm going to call this staking, although it's not, okay? Although it's not, because, it doesn't have anything to do, as they said, with, validating and all these things, okay? With validation, a proof of stake kind of mechanism. But it is similar where you're locking up your stacks tokens and getting Bitcoin. Okay, guys. And again, man, where else are you going to get a 100% APY? And it's actually more than that, because I did a very small conservative calculation on this, and I'll show you guys how I did that. Okay, so let's carry on. So stacking flow. Oh yeah. Another thing I want to mention before I move on. So I was looking into mining stacks, and it's not that good. The way they do it is, for them, maybe it is, I don't know, but I'm not willing to risk it. But, basically there's a few number of miners, and you guys will have to bid for the blocks, okay, for the stacks blocks. And I think for each block you get 1,000 stacks, which I think is awesome. But that only goes to one miner, and the miners have to also bid with their Bitcoin. Okay, and it's small amounts of Bitcoin, but it could get to large amounts if people start to do a pissing contest here. Auctions. I'm not, auctions always are pissing contests. So it's essentially like an auction to get the block as a miner. And you have to also set up a Bitcoin node, which isn't that hard. A full Bitcoin node and also a full stacks node. But still, some technical, barriers there. And the barrier to entry might be a little bit harder for the average guy. So I didn't think that was worth it for you guys. Probably not a lot of you guys have Bitcoin. And I think it was something like along the lines of 30,000 Bitcoin, $30,000 worth of Bitcoin, give or take, or more that you needed. So that's not ideal for the average guy. But what is ideal for the average guy is something like stacking, which I think actually is giving you a little bit more consistency, not a little bit more, a heck of a lot more consistency with less technical know-how and, overload in terms of knowledge and technical work to know how to implement this. So yeah, that's why we're talking about this right now. So token holder eligibility. Stacks STX token holders don't automatically receive stacking rewards. Instead, they must commit to participation before a reward cycle begins. Commit the minimum amount of STX tokens to secure a reward slot or pool with others to reach the minimum. Lock up STX tokens for a specified period. Provide a supported Bitcoin address to receive rewards. Native Segwit is not supported, okay? Okay, so basically, and they tell you which address to give them after. So this is how it would work. When you actually put in your stacks token to this pool, and we're going to get to that on our next slide, You also have to give them an external Bitcoin wallet address that is not native Segwit. It's not supported for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it's not supported with them. So they're going to be sending you your Bitcoin every 15 days, guys. So you're not even locked up for like, oh, okay, well, you know, you're probably saying, okay, well, TCL, that's all nice and dandy and everything, but how long am I locked up for? I guess if I lock up this my stacks and I want to get, you know, a piece of that 100% over 100% APY paid in Bitcoin, I could only imagine that I'm going to be locked up for, say, I don't know, a year or 6 months at a time, 3 months, one of those, right? No, it's not. It's actually on average 15 days, 16, 17 at, well, I can't say at most. On average, 15 to 17 days. Let's just call it 15 to make it easy. Okay, so each cycle, okay, for stacking is 15 days. Okay, guys? Cool? Okay. Let's go on here. And they give us some more like sort of like pie charts to kind of like draw a better picture for you. Token holders have a variety of providers and tools to support their participation in stacking. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Bitcoin address, right? So listen up to this. You must provide a BTC address in one of two formats. Legacy, which starts with a 1. Segregated witness or Segwit, which starts with a 3. Okay? Native Segwit's format, which starts in BC1, for example, is not supported. So you'll have to give them a Segwit address that begins with a 3. And you guys, I'm sure, already have that. All right. Let's make some money. Okay, so this website, Stacking Club, you guys paying attention, first of all? You guys need to pay attention to this. Come on, pay attention, all right? Sorry, I had to do that. Okay, so stacking.club is where you need to go to look at all of the previous cycles for this staking protocol or this stacking protocol, okay? So right now, we're looking at the current cycle, which is March 18th. It started, which was 2 days ago. And it ends roughly on March 31st. I believe that's 15 days, right? 28, 10, yeah, 13 days, even better. So on average, 15 days, let's say. So right now, already, I believe, or maybe this is an estimated 4.7% APR. And you're like, what the hell, TCL? You clickbait me. Oh, you're talking shit. You said it was 100% APY. Give me a second. Okay? So this is the current one right here. Let's look at the previous one. Okay, so cycle 54. This is cycle 55. Okay, let me go a little bit lower. Cycle 54. Okay, so March 4th to March 18th. So that was 14 days it took place. So people in this specific pool got a 4.2% APY. Okay, in a matter of March 4th to March 18th. There were 174 stackers and 3,871 slots. Okay, the rewards were 34.4 BTC. And how do you get this? Well, this is from the miners bidding for the blocks to get paid in stacks. Okay, when they're mining, they have to bid their Bitcoin, and that Bitcoin is rewarded to the stackers. This is why it's so much easier for you guys to get into something like this than, you know, risking your Bitcoin or, you know, not understanding, and you're not guaranteed to get those mining rewards. This here, you're pretty much guaranteed to get it. Now, you're not guaranteed to get a set percent, but we could go by averages. Now, look at this one here. The 2 cycles ago, cycle 53, as you can see right here, they got a whopping 12.5% APR from February 18th to March 4th, 28, or that was 14 days. Okay, so as I said, the average cycle is about 15 days. Okay, guys, so let's kind of hone in on this. So we'll go to view full size. Oh, God, this might take forever. Okay, it's loading. Just give it some time. Up here, it does take some time to populate. And we're going to zoom in on some additional data of what all of this pretty much means here, okay? So participants, 168 stackers took place over here. And, you know, they had pretty much 4 times the APR this one had and the one right now. And we'll go to the other previous ones as well if this page populates. And it does. Okay. So total stacked, okay, that's like a lot. That's 410,702,610 STX tokens, okay? So minimum to actually start this pool was 110,000 STX tokens. Forget all that shit. Look at this. Stacker slots, there's a maximum of 3,656 stackers or stakers that could take place here, bro. Dog, not even a quarter of that took place. Only 168. So a lot of people don't really know about this, which I don't know why, because there were some videos in the past, but maybe people don't give a shit. But look at this. This blows my mind. The average slot received, and it's going up. The average slot received 0.00945 BTC or $266 worth of Bitcoin in a matter of fucking 14 days. Bro, if you are living in Thailand, if you are living in the Philippines, that right there in itself might be enough, per month to do it for you. Get you some food and pay your little rent, in your room or where the hell you're living, hustling on your computer somewhere in some cafe. I'm just saying, okay? And that's giving you perspective. Now, total rewards was actually just under $1 million, or 33.2 BTC. So people in this fucking pool did pretty damn good. Now, let's carry on. Hope this doesn't take forever. To the previous ones. Okay, as we wait for that to populate. What do you guys think about this in the live chat? Let me know so far. Cycle ended 17 days ago, right? So, okay. So let's go a little bit further back now. Okay, a little bit further back. Okay. So we're talking about January 8th, APR of 9.2%. Okay. Cycle 51 APR, which took place from January 22nd to February 5th, 8.7%, 8.2%. Let's just go another one back. 7.7%, 8%, 8.1%. Okay. 7%. There's 161 stackers. It looks like it's the same people that's coming here. The familiar names. They're probably just, okay, well, if nobody's going to come here, we're going to eat it up. Right? Sorry, look, 161, 173, 174 stackers, so on and so forth. So let's carry on to where we are today, which is cycle 55. And this is where my calculations comes into place. So, look, I don't know if this is telling us what the current APR already is, 4.6. Okay, because this just started, again, like about 2 days ago, March 18th, or 3 days ago, whatever it is, 4 days ago. Okay, but I don't know if this is telling us what the current APR is, or if it's the expected APR, because at the end of this cycle, which was roughly 15 days, they had a total APR of 4.2%. At the end of this cycle, which was about 15 days or whatever, 13 days, this was 12.5%. But for argument's sake, let's go with this APR or this APR. Let's just say 4.5%. If we know this takes place on average every 15 days, you do 4.5%. If I could get my damn calculator and find it on the fly, we do an APR of 4.5%, and we know that how every 15 days there's 24 every 15 days in 1 year, because in 1 month there's 2 15 days. We times that by 12 because there's 12 months in a year. We're going to get 24. So if we go 4.5, right, times 24, right, equals 108 fucking percent. 108 blood clot percent is what you're getting on a very nominal, very conservative figure of 4.5%. Again, the last 2 cycles was 12.5% right here, and prior to that we saw 8.2, 8.7, 9.2, and prior to that 7.7, 8%, 8.1. Right? Even if they were to stay around 4.5, 4.6, 4.2, whatever, you're still getting over 108% if you were to do this over a period of 1 year. Okay, guys? And again, okay, let's just say you get 4.5% on average at a very conservative number for 15 days. That's fucking awesome, bro. Sign me up. I'll take $266 like that in Bitcoin. And is Bitcoin going to go up? I don't know. Are you a believer in Bitcoin? No, I think it is. So, I love this notion what Stacks is doing, where they're not giving us their native cryptocurrency for stacking, but they're giving us Bitcoin. And to know that it's over 100% over a course of a year in cycles of only 15 days is extremely desirable, tasteful, and attractive to me. I just want to eat it all up. Do you feel me? Let me know how you feel about that in the live chat. Okay? So, now that you guys see the numbers, the figures, the cycle. Oh yeah, by the way, the next cycle starts I believe on April 3rd or the 4th. So you're going to have to wait, but good for you. You could do your research, when I'm done here after I show you guys all these things, okay? I know I'm sure as heck going to get into this shit. Okay? So let's go on over here. So how could you actually get involved in this? Well, there's a number of ways, my people who are watching this. Okay? So this is stacks.co stacking. All right. Again, let me know what you guys think about that in the live chat. Any questions, I'll answer them. Okay. So there's a number of different ways. So right here, you could go with Oak Coin, which is custodial, and I will never ever recommend that. I will not do not do that. Don't ever store your crypto there. Don't ever, just go in and out. When you need to use a centralized exchange, just go get what you need to get and get it back out. Like if you need stacks, go buy it and send it right back out. As much as I love Binance, I am not going to recommend anybody store their stacks over there. Okay, if you gotta buy it, you gotta buy it. That's all. That's what you gotta do. What you gotta do. Boo who you gotta boo. Do who you gotta do. Boo who you gotta boo. But don't chill out there for too long. So this is custodial. We're not going to recommend you guys do any sort of custodial protocols. Okay, Coinless as well. 15% fee. These guys are mad, bro. And plus they're ripping you up the ass with 15%. Binance, no fees, minimum 1 stacks, but you don't want to do that. These guys have a minimum of 50. Don't go there. It's centralized. I love me some CZ, but I didn't love you that much, to put my shit on your exchange. Here we go. This is more of the decentralized options now. Okay, guys. So this is Xverse Pool. Okay, let's actually go there. So Xverse Pool, the minimum is 100 STX. So Xverse is another decentralized wallet that does support the Stacks ecosystem. It's very similar to Hiro. It's a really good wallet. I don't have it as yet, but I know Thomas uses it, and a lot of other people in the field of Stacks and ordinals and such do love this wallet. So it's a top wallet for sure. So we'll click this after. This involves no fees, but a minimum of 100 stacks if you want to get some BTC. Okay, in that staking protocol we just went over, or the stacking protocol. There's a Friedger's pool we're going to go over. This is a gentleman that's conducting his own pool. And if you're a big whale on baller, what you could do is, you could actually have, if you could afford to get at least, I think it's a minimum of 110,000 stacks, which is, I don't know, probably about 140K right now. You could just do this on your own. Download the Hiro wallet desktop version, and then you could just, stake it that way and get Bitcoin directly to your wallet. Okay? And you could conduct your own pools. If you guys would like me to conduct a pool with stacks, let me know in the live chat. We could conduct our own pool here. It's up to y'all. But this is the information available right now. Okay? So they got another guy called Plan Better, or another protocol, 5% fee, 200 stacks. Why pay 5% fee when you could come over here, right? Okay? So let's open up this guy. So earn Bitcoin passively, lock your stacks with Xverse pool to earn up to 10% yield in real native Bitcoin. Xverse pool is a free non-custodial stacking pool service with low minimums. As you guys know, we like to promote what? Decentralization here. Non-custodial protocols and wallets and ways to bank coin. And that's what this is here. So essentially what you would do is they tell you to actually, stack using Xverse app, where you come here and then you got to go to the where is it? At the bottom here, I think. Or you could download it right there from their website too. Okay, but I actually did it last night, tested out. My Hiro wallet is not logged in, but you could connect your Hiro wallet to it as well by clicking this button, start stacking. So you don't have to download their wallet, but if you want to, you could do that as well. And have it right here with the extension wallet, get some stacks in there, connect it, and the steps will be pretty basic from there. So they even say the average yield is about 5.5%. And again, that's conservative. It actually is. If you look at the previous ones from here, it's actually, bigger than that. The previous ones were right here, 8%, 9%. Last 2 ones was 12%. And then the one after that was 4.4%, something like that. Okay. So that's how you'll get started with Xverse app. I probably would say this is your best option in terms of, where is it? Right here. There's no fee. Okay. So normally when you join some pools or private pools, there will be a fee, but these guys aren't charging you any fee. Right here, Plans Better is charging a 5% fee. Okay. So this is non-custodial, it's decentralized, and there's no fee, and minimum is 100 stacks. If you can't afford $100 or $120, whatever it is, bro, you've been following the wrong motherfucker on YouTube, bro, who's been showing you how to get into shit. If you can't afford $100, yeah, just go to work and save some money, and then, yeah, that might be your best option. Okay? But for those who can, you could definitely use this option here, okay? Who can't afford that, I think Xverse pool is your best option. Okay, guys? So that should explain things for you. Okay, where is this guy? So there is this gentleman I find very fascinating. And I'll get to the live chat after if you have any questions. So, this is a dual call. I am Friedger, or Friedger, rather. Join the Friedger Autonomouse self-service trust fast stacking pool. So, he's actually conducting his own pool, but the one caveat with him is he's actually like pretty trusted. I think Stacks is promoting him for the most part. I mean, the guy is odd. The guy is on Stacks freaking website right here. So they are pretty much certifying him. He is certified. So I've been a contributor to Stacks since 2018, and I'm based out of Europe. So pretty much that's why they know of him since 2018. Like, that's like the early days, bro. I worked on the Android. Like, people were telling me, yo, TCL, bro, how come you didn't tell us about Stacks before? Well, bro, I don't know about you, but during the bull run, I was busy making money, bro. I was too busy making X amounts of monies and gains on flips, right? As I said in my ticker down there, we were making more flips than an acrobat at the Olympics in the bull run, you know. So I didn't really see Stacks, you know. I was stacking up other freaking gains, and Stacks was at the bottom. Sorry, it was at the bottom of the pile. I'm sorry, but here we are now. Never too late. Okay, so I worked on the Android SDX back in 2018. Since then, I have submitted many patches, test libraries, and tools, and they have become available. I have developed Stacks apps, have mined Stacks early in 2022, and even deployed the first user contract on mainnet. I am inspired by all the work that helps to bring back a user-owned internet. I offer this stacking pool as a stepping stone to achieving that vision. Okay. So it goes on, it goes on, it goes on. You guys can come here, but essentially what this guy is doing is he describes to you how his pool would work, but he does pay you in Stacks. So if you don't want that and you want Bitcoin, I would just recommend you go over here. Or if you want TCL start his own pool, let me know. Dude, honestly, I just might very well put like 120k Stacks into it and just, you know, mine it myself. You know what I mean? Not mine it, but stacking myself that way. I don't know if that's going to be beneficial or what, but, you know, you gotta, the best way to find out is to, you know, do it. That's the best way to find out, right? Test and trials. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen. So you saw that. You saw the ATALEX exchange. You saw pretty much, you know, how that works. You also saw, you know, the various ways and cycles here on how to stack your Stacks. And it's very lucrative. Any questions? Let me know right now is your time. Okay. 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 What do you guys mean by alpha? Alpha means like knowledge. Okay. You think Stacks will reach Ethereum in means of market cap? I don't think so. I don't think so. Ethereum just has a head start, man. You know, Ethereum, Bitcoin, all those chains. You know, even Binance, they got quite the head start on that. Market cap is going to be hard to catch up to. I do believe those Stacks will be a top 10 to 25 crypto, you know, when it's all said and done. You know, let's give it a couple of years or less. I truly believe that. And if you do the math from where Stacks is right now, was it a number 40 crypto? Well, you guys, you know, for people getting into it, you can still make some extras on that. And I think it's like one of the ones that's, you know, a safer bet than most, right? When it's already up there in a high market cap, like, you know, mid market cap. Well, it depends what your definition is of mid and high, but the top 40 is like a high market cap, but it's a safe one in terms of like, you know, you're not going to see significant drops like with low market caps. Diversify your portfolio. That's all I could say. Yes, low market caps, you can make some crazy gains, of course. High market cap, you can make some nice steady gains. But it could also be steady losses or steady or significant losses for low market caps. But this is the name of the game. You know, you got to take a risk and you got to have your research to back up on why you're going after these things. And that's what I'm trying to show you guys here. Okay, some scientific data to back up my research. I think ATALEX is too late. Okay, that's fair. If you, I mean, that's fine if you think that. I beg to differ though. I don't think ATALEX is too late at all. Again, when you're looking at, if you're looking at a top DEX in any ecosystem for the most, or any blockchain, they normally, you know, reside somewhere in the 150 market cap zone or top 100 market cap. And when you look at ATALEX at 460, bro, that ain't late. And when you know that the pre-sale price is, you're getting it cheaper right now at market value, cheaper than the pre-sale guys, that's value to me. Okay, maybe it did a 10x recently. I don't give a shit. 10x is nothing when you know, when it's still a 460 market cap, you know, and to know that Stacks potentially is going to blossom into this this blockchain that's going to have a lot more dApps come to it. Well, they need a place to trade. So I think the future is still bright for ATALEX. Bitch Dutch Crypto says, no man, ATALEX can do 100x. It's 100x to the market cap off Uniswap from here for ATALEX. Exactly. If you compare it to like a major decentralized exchange in comparison, bro, it got mad ways to go. Can that link be shared here? Yeah, Stacking Club. There you go. Okay. So scary stories. How much do you have to stake to get that? So Well, that's the thing. So if we go to the average, Scary, they were saying the average slot was getting about 200 and something. So I'm just going by the metrics on what they're showing us, right? So if we come here and, you know, let's go, I don't know. Okay, let's go to a smaller one then, right? Because I went to the 12.5% APR one. Let's go here. Okay, average slot they're saying is 327 or 0.0116 BTC is what they're saying. Again, for me to really tell you concrete numbers, there's only one way. I have to do it, and you can't do it right now because over here the next cycle begins after this one, which is this one ends on April 3rd. So we got about 12 days or 13 days or so to find out. And I can give you guys concrete numbers, but these are the official numbers. You could go by this. This is the official stacking, sort of like, I don't know, you know, website you come to track everything. So yeah, cool. What else do we got up in here? Okay, Fabio says hot indeed, hot indeed. I'm trying to send stacks from Coinbase to Hiro wallet, but it asks for a memo. Wow, I don't mess with Coinbase. I can't really help you out there. Okay, what we got here? Isaac says, so say you stack 1,000 worth of stacks. What do you reckon would be the ROI at the end of a cycle? Well, I think it's going to come down to a number of different things. How many other people are also staking? What that APY comes to, the 4%, is it going to be 8%, is it going to be a 12%, 4.5, what have you, and the amount of Bitcoin that they actually get, right? But again, as I just answered someone else's question, the average looks like, in that last one was 0.01 or what was it, 0.011 or, you know, whatever, $300 worth of Bitcoin, essentially. So, I mean, like, again, if you just look at an APY of 100%, right? We calculated that at 4.5%. You could do your math on that, right? That's how much you should expect to get in a year. And then to know that how their cycles are in 15 days, it's even better because, you know, you could get some, you could pretty much take away your stacks as well in 2 weeks, right? If you're like, all right, that was cool. But for me, I'm interested in for the long run in terms of putting it in there and just getting Bitcoin as it comes in. And there's a lot of room left, right? So the more people that come in, obviously the less rewards goes to the pool. And, you know, I showed you guys it was something like 68, 78 people out of 3,000 something max. Bro, there's a lot of room, a lot of food to go around for everyone to eat and fill up their bellies. Okay, what else we got going on here? Are there any already major projects building on top of Stacks? Gamma.io is the biggest project right now. Gamma.io is pretty much the OpenSea of, you know how OpenSea is on Ethereum? Well, that's the OpenSea of the Stacks ecosystem. And they pretty much they got a lot of action going on over there. They got ordinals. You could sell NFTs. You could also, Bitcoin NFTs, that is. You could also inscribe. They got an inscription service. And now they got the ordinal marketplace. And development continues to happen. So transactions are happening as well. And why is that good? Because if you want to be a stacker, you best want transactions. So miners could validate and then send us their fucking Bitcoin. See what I'm saying? So that's how stacking works. When you actually stack your stacks, the miners have to forfeit Bitcoin to us to get the block reward paid in stacks to them. Okay, it's pretty cool. And what helps that? Well, transactions, you know, and they're starting to get an uplift in transactions as well, an uptick. Cool? Yes, exactly. Assuming that Bitcoin is at 28,000, that is correct. Assuming Bitcoin's at 28,000. I mean, like, if Bitcoin goes down, but you're still getting that Satoshi. You're still getting 0.0 whatever Satoshi. So that's, again, we shouldn't really look at the dollar value, but the dollar value gives you a reflection of what, you know, people recognize that a little bit easier. If I were to say 0.001 Bitcoin or whatever it was, but the Satoshi is the Satoshi. Just keep it. If you're a long believer in Bitcoin, it should be worth some money, right? If you're compound, probably more. Compound, yeah, but if you mean if you're going to take that Bitcoin and put it into stacks, you could do that, but I'll just keep the fucking Bitcoin. You know, and try to hustle elsewhere to get more stacks. This is my game plan. I don't know what you guys are doing. This is my game plan, though. Okay, Frapp says, Nick, no need to fill a memo. Just put it in. So I guess Frapp messes around with all of those different things, ladies and gentlemen. So what could I say? We just dropped some more alpha, some more knowledge on you guys. We showed you guys a low cap gem, Bitcoin Decentralized Exchange, called ALEX Labs. That's only at a 460 crypto. That's a lot of room to grow. We expect this to go up in value as time goes along. Don't get me wrong, there could be some FUD news that tries to hinder the market, but long term, ALEX Labs and Stacks ecosystem looks very healthy. And speaking of Stacks ecosystem, you can't forget about that stacking, boy. Where else are you going to get an APY of over 100% combined that paid to you in Bitcoin? You know where? On this channel, because we be dropping the knowledge. So do keep it locked, keep it loaded here to Francis Dhun Uncensored. We got some more alpha coming up in our next episode of Francis Dhun Uncensored, and you don't want to miss that. So you know what? There ain't really much left to say other than till the next video. You're on your own. Later.
Francis Dhun Uncensored.